Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green, manager of the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys, currently playing in the Football League Championship, the second tier of English football. Very confusing that the championship is for second tier teams, but that's the way it is. So as you can see, currently top of the table, 4 games, 3 points from each game, 11 goal difference. We've had some big wins, some small wins. We lost to West Ham in extra time, and but now we've gone up a skill level, so we shall see if things get better or worse. Dicko, success, starting up front. Probably should have started them in the West Ham game. Look at that DFTBA Nerdfight Terry on the back of Dicko. It's beautiful. Today I'm going to be doing a quiz, right, Meredith? It's about whether I'm more like Hank or more like myself. Where is this quiz from? From our friends at Buzzfeed. Huge fan of Buzzfeed because without them, how would I know 26 things I didn't know about the number 26? I bet that is a Buzzfeed story. I bet they have 23 things you didn't know about the number 23, etc. It's an incredible collection of lists. Meredith, what is my first question in this hard-hitting quiz about whether I am more like myself or like my brother? Am I currently in an airport? I see what they've done there. I think I get the trick, which is that I travel a lot more than Hank. The funny thing is Hank travels a fair amount. It's just that I always film vlogs when I'm traveling because I think it's funny. Like, I don't mind filming in an airport, and I think it makes for kind of an interesting backdrop, and I also like this running gag that I'm always in an airport. By the way, are we playing this game in a literal barn? Something about the color red chosen by Burnley feels very barn-like. Also, they are playing way better than us, and I'm a little frightened. Is there nothing between me winning 5-0 and me getting my butt kicked in every game? Anyway. Also, aren't the players unusually small? I don't want to criticize this playing place that we're playing in, but there seems to be something terribly wrong with it to me. I am not currently in an airport. I do spend a lot of time in airports, and I spend a lot of time on planes, but I actually am traveling less this year than Sarah is. Sarah is traveling more for the art assignment than I've traveled for work this year, which is a nice change of pace for me. It also reminds our kids that I can take care of them, which is a good thing for them to know. Are you okay? Oh, quick restart. Not the decision I would have made if I'd known I was making that decision. But Dicko's mad about something. Oh, Dicko's mad because a foul has been called against him unjustly. So, no, I am not currently in an airport. What is the next question? Corn dogs or pizza? That is not a difficult question. I don't even think any serious person would say anything other than pizza. Even Hank, I think, would say pizza if it came right down to it. It was some really nice dribbling by Reevesy, but it was all for nothing. Like so much effort in this world. There we go. That's a nice ball. It's good. It was smart. It was an innovative idea, which is nice to see. But so far, everything is looking pretty hopeless. Yeah, I mean, Meredith, what do you think? Yeah, I just don't. I think, like, when it came right down to it, Hank would say, like, oh, I know that, like, corn dogs are my meme, but pizza is the better food. That's just my opinion. But I don't think, I mean, corn dogs are so freaking gross. Like, that's such a gross, like, the underlying concept. Imagine if somebody pitched if the idea of a corn dog didn't exist and somebody pitched it to you. Like, we're going to put a hot dog on a stick, and then we're going to deep fry it in corn batter. Like, it's such a bad idea that I don't, in my heart of hearts, believe anybody is serious about it. Come on. Oh, you've got to get that on target, Dicko. In that situation, you pass or you shoot. You don't do some weird amalgam of the two. Oh, I share your frustration, buddy. It was a bad decision. All right, what's next, Meredith? Have I ever licked a cat? Well, yes. But I think Hank would probably say yes, too. I have only licked a cat that one time. When I first moved to Indianapolis, Meredith, I don't even know if you remember this, but when I first moved to Indianapolis, as part of a punishment, I had to lick a cat. But I didn't know that many people in Indianapolis, and none of the people I knew had a cat. In fact, like, I hardly knew anybody in Indianapolis. I guess I didn't even know Chris and Marina, then, our best friends, because they had cats until their cat died very recently. I'm sorry about that, by the way, Chris. I know you're a longtime fan of the Wimbly Womblys. Chris is always like, man, I want to watch your videos, but you make so freaking many of them. I don't know anything about what he does at work, so whatever. Anyway, they had a cat, so I could have licked their cat. So I must not have even known them yet. It must have been very early on in our Indianapolis lives, and it was such a dark time in my life too, to be honest. Like, things were going really well professionally, but it was so hard not having friends. Like, it was really the first time in my adult life I hadn't had any peers or any friends or anything. It was really difficult, really, really difficult. And so I basically was like, listen, I don't know anybody who has a cat and lives in Indianapolis. And then our viewers came through. And somebody knew someone. This person whose cat I ended up licking didn't even know Vlogbrothers. It was just that, like, she knew someone who knew Vlogbrothers, and she was like, "Sure, that guy can come to my house and lick my cat." So I like drove halfway across the city of Indianapolis to this random person's apartment, videotaped myself licking their cat, and left. I mean, the more I remember that story, the weirder it gets. Like, what the frick? I mean, what the frick? Who lets a stranger come to their house to lick a cat? Like, I would, if like Chris and Marina were like, hey, we've got a friend, he makes internet videos, and he needs to lick a dog. Do you mind loaning him? Do you mind if they come to your house and lick Willie? I would be like, yes. I do mind. I mind tremendously. All right, what's the next question? I have licked a cat. Long answer short. Mountain goats or Harry and the Potters? This is actually a difficult one for me. So, Meredith, did you hear Hank perform on Saturday night at VidCon? He was amazing. He was so much better than my memory of Hank's performances. Like and he plays with two members of Harry and the Potters. And he was just phenomenal. Like, really, really amazing. What's the issue? Oh, I guess that he was offside. Well, I mean, just makes my life slightly harder, but thanks, referee, I guess. He played it was such an excellent, a truly, truly excellent. God, every time I look up to try to make a pass, I look back down and the ball has been stolen from me. I'm not ready for the pace of the game yet. That's what it comes down to. That's an interesting pass, but it worked out. That's not bad. Now I just need you to run to the corner. Okay, you're not very fast, are you? Don't worry. We've got Akinfenwal on our team, so everybody seems fast. Okay. That's not a good pass, but it was a good idea. I guess, I mean, I like the Mountain Goats are my favorite band, so I'm going to pick the Mountain Goats, but I really, really like Harry and the Potters, and if you aren't familiar with their music and you're a Harry Potter fan, you really should be familiar with their music because, like, they make beautiful, beautiful songs about Harry Potter. But they also play in Hank Green and the Perfect Strangers with my brother, and they're so freaking great. They're just so great. I don't know what else to say. Like, I loved their performance, and it seemed so, like, good. It was properly good rock and roll music, but about, science. It was great. It was freaking awesome. What's my next question? Sorry, I just snorted, by the way. Crazy makeup or silly costume? Oh, get there. Oh my God, 3 non-finishes. Crazy makeup or silly costume? Crazy makeup or silly costume? I mean, I really like makeup. Like, as you know, Meredith, like, I would get my makeup done every day. If I could, like, afford to have a personal groomer, I totally would do that. I love, oh God. It's just a nightmare. Almost a nightmare. Shea LaBeouf, you can't do that anymore, okay? We're not on this, like, semi-pro skill level stuff anymore. You got to make good decisions starting right now. All right, that was better. Yeah, makeup. I really like makeup. I mean, I think it's like, I don't know. The right level of makeup feels very very good to me. The wrong level of makeup feels weird, which I've also had. Then it starts to feel like there's a coating to my face, which is not a pleasant experience for me. But the right level of makeup, pretty awesome. Oh, finish! Oh my God! Oh, the inability to shoot is infuriating. All right. Well, we're just gonna bring on Lyle Taylor and Akinfenwa for the last few minutes. See if we can see if we can get something going here, and then also Ginger Harry, and then I'm tempted to bring on Beer, but I don't have 4 substitutions. All right, Meredith. How do I feel about Batman? He truly is just a rich guy with an affinity for bats. I find Batman to be overwhelmingly the most infuriatingly stupid superhero of all time. Just reprehensible. Absolutely reprehensible. I mean, like, worse than if he didn't, like, Gotham is worse for his existence, is my opinion. I think Gotham would be a better place if there was no Batman. That's pretty good stuff there by our center backs. 86th minute, desperate times, staring a 0-0 draw in the face. Lyle Taylor going on a marauding run. Lyle Taylor, baby. Oh no, didn't work out, but that was fun. It was fun while it lasted. I think these marauding runs might not work quite as well on professional skill level as they did on semi-pro. So there's a lesson in that for me. What percentage Hank am I? We're not done. All right. Judy Bloom. Judy Bloom is in my guilt-free 3. I am me? Overwhelmingly? All right. That's not bad. Congratulations to me on being me. I mean, I was kind of hoping that I was going to get Hank. I think Hank's probably my favorite vlog brother, you know? Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry about the 0-0 draw. We had a couple chances, though. I'm starting to feel like we've got a future, but it's going to be close. It's going to be difficult, but I believe we're up for the challenge. Thank you for watching. Best wishes.